What's good, dog?
Oh man, we in the building, man. Long time
Hey,
no see,
man.
man.
I don't know if you can hear this, man, but in the background, I'm rocking that feel like this. This is
Yeah.
it's off of the preface. Is it LP or album you put out?
LP.
Yeah, the LP you put out like 2017.
Yes, sir. That's a classic joint
What's
right
good,
there.
famo, man? I ain't seen you in a minute, bruh.
I know, man. I know. I be seeing you online here
You
and
look,
there, but
you
yo,
look,
man.
you look like good money, man. The quarantine ain't affecting you. You know, some of the dudes out here, the quarantine getting the best of them. You look like you
Right.
still, moving around. You in New York too, by the way. I must let people know that. Out there,
Yeah. I'm
man.
in New York.
You're really on the front lines out there, man.
Facts. We
Be
being
safe.
sick, man. We being cautious with everything, I mask up. I ain't got the mask on right now. I'm in the whip though. I
Yeah.
mask up. I do the gloves. I got the hand sanitizer in the car. When I go in the house, I make sure I strip right there and then go to the shower, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? And then I do my steam
Woo.
therapy with the lemons and the onions and all that. I do that steam therapy.
Yeah.
I'm good, man. You know what I mean? Of course, I'm taking the vitamins and all that.
So the steam therapy, it's funny, man. You just reminded me because I started doing it like the first couple of weeks, but I let up. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I had it going,
keep it going.
Yeah, man. I did have it going for like 2 weeks. Then
Just do it for
I'm
21
comfortable.
days. Do it
Yeah,
for
man.
21 days. Make
I
it a
got
habit.
I got comfortable. You know how you get comfortable?
Nah, I
And it's
know.
like
I be knowing.
it's
I
like
I missed like 2 days one time, and the reason I knew is because I eat oranges and use the orange pills,
yeah.
and my container with the orange pills got packed. I'm like, oh man, I'm slacking. You know what I'm saying? Word
See,
up.
yeah, that's the secret people don't know. You got to eat the orange peel, not necessarily the orange. That's where the vitamin C at, right? Like
Right.
that's where all the vitamins at, man.
Well,
I've
with
been
the orange pills, you know what? I put that in the pot, and then I inhale that as well.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
Right.
definitely, man. I've been on that sea. You been on the sea moss a lot or not?
Yeah. My family got the CMOS business and all that. I get it from her. You know what I mean? If you need the
What?
plug, I got you.
Bro,
Right.
you know what? Nah, I'm thinking about opening up like some kind of vitamin shop in my neighborhood. And
Okay.
there's a couple of distributors, but if your family got the sea moss already,
Yeah, she got it on lock. Word up.
bruh, we could talk. Let's talk because we need more of that. I actually for the last couple of years I've been thinking about. I need like I wanted some kind of hip hop shop. Remember the record
Okay.
store you go in back in the day and get the records?
Right.
But they don't really sell a lot of records now. But I wanted some kind of shop like that where you could go get herbs and spices too. And
That's dope. That's
health
dope.
and vitamin. And then you can probably
That's dope.
if you want to buy vinyl or something. I always want to open up something like that in my neighborhood where I'm at down here in Florida.
Nah, that's a dope idea. You know what? You could make it. We could make it bigger. You can make it bigger by just doing it online first and then
Yeah.
letting it grow.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Because you know what I mean. That way, you touching more people than your neighborhood. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
absolutely. Because this one shop actually,
right.
I bought some sea moss from this shop out of Chicago. And I found them on Instagram. And they had they had a
Okay.
store set up too. But I just like how they were, marketing
Okay.
themselves online. Anyway, man. No, so
Right.
what have you been doing to keep yourself busy during this quarantine besides the music, man? Like you writing any new music? You creating any new businesses?
Oh
Like
man,
what?
yeah. I'm definitely writing. I don't really like to speak on what I'm doing behind the scenes until it's already there. But I am working behind the scenes on a lot of things. So well, I'm not gonna speak on it because I don't. That's just I don't know. I don't like jinxing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Because I hear this. I learned this thing where sometimes when you put it out there, people that hear it may not intentionally, but try to send bad energy towards
Yeah.
it.
No,
You know what
that's
I
true.
mean?
You know
And
what?
then you
That's
speak.
true. That's true.
Uh-huh.
Nah,
And
that's
then you
true.
speaking it into existence.
Yeah.
Just speaking it, you kind of feel accomplished that you're speaking about it, but you feel better when it's actually done. So it's like two
Yeah.
things I try to stay away from without talking about the situation. You know what I mean?
Man, you know what? That's kind of
Until everything is ready to roll out, then I can start promoting it.
man.
You know what I mean?
That's how I am in life in general. It's like
Right.
it's kind of like a superstition or like yeah, people will pray for your downfall. Or you just kind of like, damn, I just show them, rather than telling people,
Facts.
what I'm gonna do or whatever. But speaking of what you already did, man, like your sister passed away, right? Like what was it,
Yeah, yeah.
last year, 2018?
2018.
Yeah, man. I saw the Cry No More video, man. Probably one of my favorite joints from you. Like, talk about it and the whole process, if you
Ooh.
can, and then
Ooh.
leading up to it, and how the whole thing happened as far as the video and then the song, man. Like, break that down for me.
With the Cry No More, that's a real personal joint, of course, because it's inspired from my sister Nicole that passed away from cancer, breast cancer. So through the whole process, I was at the hospital as much as I could be, and I was with her like the day before she passed, and we was joking around, and but I told her, I was like, yo, I'm gonna dedicate this next album to you. You know what I mean? She's like, cause she supported my music. She's actually the one when I first started rapping. She was like, yo, that shit is whack. You know what I'm saying? Cause I used to always start my rap with, I used to always start it like, I can do this and I can do that or whatever, whatever. Everything was about I. Like there was no concept of nothing. So she was like, that's whack, that's whack.
Yeah.
And that just made me go harder. You know what I'm saying? So when I started doing other things and doing shows and all that, she was happy for me. She would listen to it and be like, wow. You know what I mean? So she appreciated my music and she inspired me for that. You know what I mean?
Man, it's definitely a touching joint, man. And
Right.
let me play a little bit for the people, just in case,
I
anybody
bet.
that they didn't get a chance to hear it yet.
Yeah, let's do it.
That single, man. I mean, that sample right there is just sick.
Yeah, that's me. That's me. When I heard it, I had to go like, whoa.
I refuse to cry. Every time I cry, then somebody dies. Now they soulless, flesh with formaldehyde. I miss you, I love you. I wish that I could hug you. Until then, I'ma stand firm and keep your name alive. Your granddaddy and Uncle did a high five. BJ Aunt May, please hug him 1,000 times. Shit, I ain't afraid to die, knowing I got ancestors waiting on the other side. I miss my sister. I'm S.K.I.T.S, Nikkis, and Tanya, brother. The bond we have is stronger than my tires, rubber. I hate population control cancer. I question the clouds and never got an answer. I shot at the stars, got attention from the cops and ambulances. I blink my eye, tears rolled off like they was dancing. Freezing on my bed, wifey says I'm handsome. I hugged her so tight, I felt she was the answer. If Dr. Sebi had lied, we could have killed the cancer.
Oh yeah, I like that line. Anyway, this is I just wanted to play like a little sample of that, man.
Facts. That was the first single because I had to let the pain out first. Because that's what inspired me to write the album. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. It took you a minute too, right? Like you took your time with it. Cause I remember you first, like from the time you talked about it up until
It took me a year to finish recording. It took me a year.
Wow. The whole process was a whole year?
Yeah.
Wow, bro. Like you don't never know what somebody going through. You know what I mean? Like in the whole, like, man. Cause it's like I done lost siblings. Like I done lost. When you lose siblings, man, it's tough, man. You never forget about them. You know what I mean? Like,
Facts.
you lose siblings, man. You start thinking about childhood memory. Like you shared a story with me just out the blue. So you start like I lost one of my brothers got killed. So I always think about like when we was kids. Yeah, but we it's early 20s. When I first moved to New York, I don't know if you remember that, but you start thinking about it, man. Then you watch their kids grow up. You know what I'm saying? So, but for you put it on. You make the art, like you got it on visual, so it's always gonna live, man. That's what makes it special.
Right. Appreciate it. Word up,
So
man.
no, it's funny, like people don't know that we met, man. I want to say maybe 20 years ago.
Yeah.
In New York City. Like I always lose details about how I meet so many people. But it's funny, before we started talking off air, like you told me, like you dropped something on me, man, that I didn't even know. Like you told me that you met Alicia Keys with me. I'm like, what?
Yeah. I tell that story with everybody, yo. I'm like, yeah, I met Alicia Keys through my man Jreed and all that. It was like, word. I was like, yeah, he was interviewing her. He did the beatbox and all that, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, she's a very down-to-earth person. You know what I mean? Like, she's wild, cool, and all that. And I was starstruck. I ain't even go front. You know what I mean? I don't think I said a word, right?
Nah, bro. Like, you was in the cut. Like, now that I remember, like, it's funny. Like, bro, it's so many. I got so many stories. Like, I be forgetting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I be forgetting, man. But see,
Right.
the thing is, but once people remind me, then it clicked right back. Like, all right, I remember.
Right.
I
Right.
remember
Right.
taking you
Right.
up there because I was managing y'all at the time.
Yes,
Like
sir.
I
Yes,
was
sir.
trying to shop y'all. I used to try to get y'all anywhere I could. And
Right.
I
Right.
took y'all up to J Records. Now I remember that.
Right. 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 Right.
And that
Right.
was when J Records was popping too. Remember that?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they had,
Yeah. Yeah. That's when he just left Arista and all that.
yeah.
Facts.
Like they had Jimmy
Right. Right.
Cozier, Alicia Keys, they had Olivia and like
Right.
somebody, like a couple of other people or
They had
whatever,
PD
man.
Pablo too, because we went to a PD
Ah,
Pablo joint.
yeah.
Remember he was dancing on the table and all that,
Yeah,
or
acting
rapping on
crazy.
the table. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. Word up.
But I had, man, I'm telling you, man, people don't understand. Like I had like the early 2000s, man, was the best year in New
Yeah.
York
Yeah.
City. Like, and
Yeah.
that's when the
Yeah.
hip hop, to me, when it reached this peak, because they were spending
Right.
like $1 million on videos and
Yeah. The budget was
crazy.
crazy. The budget was crazy. Right. Right.
But
Right.
what was it like growing up in New York City area, like in the Bronx area, man? Like I always
Um.
I always wanted to grow up in New York. You know, I obviously it came there in my 20s, but I always wanted to
Right.
know
Right.
what was it like growing up there.
I think the Bronx is like any other hood. It's just bigger.
Hmm.
So me growing up, I grew up in the crack era. You know what I mean? So there was a lot of shootouts, a lot of this, a lot of that. But at that time, it was normal. It wasn't like, oh, this is crazy. But now
Yeah.
that we think about it, it's like, oh, yo, that shit was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It was just learning how to survive, and that's, we got beautiful people in the Bronx. We got a lot of good times in the Bronx. I think it's like every other neighborhood because I do travel and everybody still get on that same type of vibe. It's just a different location.
Yeah,
You got
man.
you got the same type of players in the other hoods. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Word up.
Like the Bronx
That's
is
what I learned
different.
from traveling and meeting people. You know?
I worked in the Bronx, and the Bronx it's different than Brooklyn, and it's different than any other borough. But
Mhm.
man, it seemed like you know, hell, now you got Cardi B, and you got what's my
Right,
man name, A Boogie with the hoodie. All these big
right, right, right,
artists these the biggest selling artists right here from the Bronx. Like
right, right,
they got some nice, the young artists I'm talking about. They got some nice young artists from the Bronx that's putting it down that don't get a lot of
right,
recognition.
right. Right, right, right. And rest in peace, Fred the Godson, since we
Oh
talking about
my,
the Bronx and all that. You know what I mean? Word.
man.
Actually, it
Man,
was something that we had in the Bronx, and I performed there. And he was coming through just to host it and all that. And I met him that one time. That's the only memory I got of him personally. You know what I mean? He was a humble dude. It was at the garage in the Bronx. You know
wow.
what I mean? It was a whole bunch of us performing and all that. And yeah, that's the only time I met him, personally. But I heard he was a great dude. A lot of people that I know knew
Man,
him, and he was a great dude. That's what you know what I mean?
and this COVID, I had so many mixed emotions about it. I went from is it real to oh, it's
Right,
real to now I'm knowing people that, parents, that's
right, right,
affected and start seeing people,
right,
what like talk about your experience, man.
like, like,
How you been keeping safe with this whole COVID thing?
oh man, because we spoke off air about it, but my pops had it, and
Yeah.
it was a scary situation. I had to take him to the hospital. He felt like he couldn't breathe, and I seen him real weak or whatever. So he was there.
Mm.
Um, he did his therapy, took his insulin because he was on diabetes. He's older.
Yeah, yeah.
And then eventually he started breathing. You know what I mean? He just started breathing better. They sent him to therapy, and he came home, and I'm just blessed for that. You know what I'm
Oh, that's
saying?
blessings,
I'm
man.
blessed because I
That's
seen him in his
blessings.
weakest moment. And I was like, I hope this is not the last time I'm seeing him. You know what I mean? But
Right.
yeah, so
Man,
I'm blessed on that. I'm blessed on that, man. But how we doing out here? We just being safe. We wearing the mask, the gloves. When we get to the house, take everything off right there, put it
yeah.
right there in a laundry basket, take a shower, and then I go hug everybody in the house and all that. And I also do my steam therapy. I was telling you about with the orange pills, the lemon, the
Yeah.
garlic. You know what I mean? And I just do that just to get
Just
in the
to
nasal cavities to kill germs and all that. You know?
Man, you just reminded me. Like I told you, I got to get back on that, man. We, this quarantine thing. I've been, you get a creature, you become a creature of habit,
Right,
and
right,
I was,
right.
we all got caught. Well, me, I'm gonna speak for myself. It's like I feel like
Uh,
since this quarantine thing, we kind of got caught slipping as far as being vulnerable to tissue and being able having to go to the store for food, waiting in lines. Man, we couldn't even go, you know, man, we couldn't even get water, bro. It's like caught with our pants down, man. If anything catastrophic would have hit and we wouldn't have been able to go to these stores and do these things, like, damn, we slipping, you know what I'm saying? Like, in a way, if you think about it.
It's teaching us a lesson. It's teaching us a lesson. Like, always be prepared, you know what I mean?
Man.
And pay attention to the jobs that value their workers. You know what I mean? Like the ones you can work from home, you know what I mean? Not risk your life, you know what I mean? And things of that nature. Like, this whole thing right here is a lesson.
Yeah,
it's a lesson. Despite all the conspiracy theories, because there's a ton out there, some of them may be true, some of them not. I don't know. On the low, I'm a conspiracy theorist, but we ain't gonna get into that though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Me too, man. You gotta have it. Look,
at the end of the day, this is a real situation when people lost their jobs or on furloughs.
People are getting sick.
Right. And now the stats may not add up. You know what I mean? Like it may not all be corona. And we just gotta keep our third eye open and do as much research and don't depend on the media to tell you everything. You know?
Yeah, man. That's another thing too. You know, our president is showing his true colors. We ain't go. This ain't no, bro. I ain't no type of dude to talk politics, man. But man, I'm watching the news, bro. I can't believe the man said inject.
Yo, he almost had everybody drinking bleach and all that,
bro.
Going on,
man,
man.
Look, now you know black folks put a little bleach in a cap in their greens. You know, we've been doing that since back. Like, I don't know if everybody did the secret out on that, but that's
wait, hold on. You telling me that our people's been putting bleach in the greens?
You never seen that? You never heard that?
I never seen it.
Yeah, man. For years, man, they always like put a little half a cap of bleach in it to kind of kill the bugs or germs, which is it don't make sense because when you boil it, you're killing everything anyway.
Right.
But I guess I don't know, man. Like if you from the
South. That's crazy. I'm gonna go talk to because my mom's is southern. You know what I mean? So she do. I'm gonna ask her. I'm like, yo, ma,
ask
her. Put bleach on the greens. You know
ask her, man. I'm interested to know her answer. Ask her and get back to me on that one because I want to know what the whole
word. Does she eat pig feet and all that?
I'm
not down with the pig feet. You know
what I'm saying? You know remember that whole thing with washing your chicken? Like, I guess white people don't wash their chicken, and it was a whole big old thing about it. My mother called me like, y'all got to wash. I guess when you wash it, you splash it all over the place or whatever.
Yeah.
You learn from your mother. You know what I'm saying? You learn from your parents, man. Anyway, dog, hey man, it was good chopping it up with you, man. Like, hey, when you go, I know you say you don't like to talk about the new project, but when you do,
oh no, I could talk about the new project. The project is done.
Yeah, you know what? I got a couple of songs I wanted to play from on the SoundCloud.
Let's do it.
My mind a little crazy.
This one crazy right here, y'all.
Life a bitch. I call my name. What a cliche. Blessed each day. Calisthenics and dips. Getting ready for beach day. From the PJs. Staircase. Getting DJs. Same building I saw. Body get done greasy. Lord. I'm like 12. Seeing my first body. Neighbors looking like nothing. Police taping off the homie. Let me get about this dark place. Time to get off Baltic Ave and go to Park Place. Monopolize the game. I got a sharp taste. This Manano sharpshooter aiming right at your smart face. Before I eat food, I say a silent grace. Amen. I think the dirty water got us crazy. I think the poisonous food got us crazy. The chemicals in the air got us crazy. What y'all trying to do to me? What y'all trying to do to me? I think this dirty water got us crazy. I think this poisonous food got us crazy.
I just want to play a little snippet, man. I ain't gonna
yes, sir.
I'm gonna even go into it. This one's called Blood in My Tears. This is one of my favorite because the sample on this joint is sick.
If you exist, you gotta show me a sign. You gotta show me a because life ain't fair. Why you take him and left me right here, huh? Left me with no cares. Left me with blood in my tears. And it made me turn savage. Ski mask, gloves, and automatics. This story about Clarence, a little different, didn't grow with perfect parents. Matter of fact, they never married. I love child, Pop's firstborn, so he was happy. Economics crushed his household, had him looking at you.
See, I ain't gonna play too much because I think on here it take the camera off me. I mean, you know, it'll put it
right.
the camera on me for some reason when I'm playing it, but I just wanted them to hear. You got any requests, man? You know, I got plenty of your joints. Any of your favorites that you wanted to?
Yeah.
Before we get out of here,
you know, a lot of DJs like who you talking about? You talking about me? Huh? You got that lined up?
which one? What's the name of it? I'll find it,
shit.
man.
I'm fried, right? So ready, big.
Let's see.
Talking about. Who you talking about? That's what it's called. Who you talking about?
Is that on? That's on the list?
Yeah.
Oh, who they talking about?
Yeah. There you go.
There we go. I told you, man. I got you.
Who they talking about? They talk about me, eh? Who they talking about? They talk about me, eh? Let them keep talking. Let them keep talking. Already got the drop on them. I'ma do the whop on them. I'ma move they top on them. If they get aggressive, I'ma put the rock on them. Yeah. I can hear my name ringing. Niggas talking bitches singing. Thinking that I'm playing with them. My black bitch with the 9 midgets does magic and ready to put the Blake on them. And anybody talk about me, man, I ain't never hate on them. If it get ugly though, I'ma put the fade on them. I'm not better than y'all, my focus just different. I do what I want, my tunnel vision is serious. They say what they want, haters they cramp period, and none of it is stopping my dividends, no. I live life to the fullest and I'm floating like I'm Gilligan. My queen is intelligent, sentiment, and she don't even have an Instagram. Oh, where's my crown and robe? Who they talk about? They talk about me, eh? Who they talk about? They talk about me, eh? Let them keep talking, let them keep talking. Already got the drop on them. I'ma do the whop on them. I'ma move they top on them. If they get aggressive, I'ma put the
right. Who they talking about? I had one I said I was gonna play. I think it was no, it was Blood My Tears. I said I was gonna play one earlier, but I think it was oh, here it goes. It's the it was the one.
Soul Food on SoundCloud.
Oh yeah. No, but that's okay. We'll see. Cry no. No, it was Cry No More. But you did remind me though about the soul food. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Gotta give you a little soul food here, eh? Have a seat. Have a conversation.
These are unique.
Yeah.
You could say something over it, you know, so it'll put the camera back over it.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
There we go. Yeah.
I was playing with the camera myself, like,
Exhale them OD. Grown me with principle, shine like Biggie Rolly. I promise not to fail my young intents in my eyes, and it ain't from onions. They killing unarmed youth when they running around the corner on con killing for nothing. Jail don't make the man, that's damage your fam. They looking towards the streets for the teachers. I've seen it, king, but I ain't gonna preach ya. I'ma speak life and hopefully it'll reach ya. The first thing you learn is energy, then the body language. Body language, they try to fake it. Truth behind the handshake and a smile to leave them naked. Might see it on a necklace and grave Satan. Choose wise, my youngin', you are who you hang with. Streets ain't mellow, nothing pretty and it's dangerous. Sing bigger than just dying hood famous.
Oh yeah, man.
Where's the music king?
You got some shit, man.
Society
I appreciate that, man.
Painting as killers and criminals to plot. White kids shooting up schools and getting popped. We still ain't found the killer for pop. Trump is America's mascot. Malaysia ain't push up the bottom top. Passport stamps, foreign sand and flip flops. I don't drip, I drip drop. By New York City block. I'm walking like I'm Nas, hold 50 and rock.
All right, man. You know what? Yeah, bro. Let me go out on this one, man. You got some hits, man.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I didn't earlier you asked me about the future project. I could talk about that, but I got other projects that I didn't want to talk about.
Oh,
this one is dropping May 8th. It's called Nikkis Brother.
Okay.
And I got 3 videos out. Those are the 3 singles I put out there. I put out Pain, I put out something smooth, I put out a street joint, and I got a joint for the shorties coming next. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just putting everything together, but May 8th is the date that we're gonna release it. You know what I mean? So it'll be on all digital platforms, and we're gonna just promote